Okay. Split B, upper and mid. So, guys, I know this is a lot of material. It certainly is, takes a lot of energy to get through this stuff. So I appreciate you watching it and hopefully absorbing it and understanding what the team's going to be doing when I make these calls. Okay. Split B, upper and mid. Pretty straightforward. And again, this is a general setup. We're not going over distinct flashes and smokes. This is like conceptual. This is like what's the idea here? What are we trying to do idea-wise? It's up to you and your teammates. Talk to each other, figure out, okay, how you might want to do something. And this is going to be especially important on split B. So split B, Tom and Calibus and Miller are upper with the bomb. Me and Maniac are mid. Okay. Again, this is going to be pretty simple. An upper B play. You guys have a pick and roll option. Get a pick, go in, or something you need to practice is setting up your smokes and flashes to try and take upper. Okay, just like on split A long, Jeff and I are going to be in the hot seat, and we really need to be prepared for when they start to rotate from cat, and also at mid. Those are the main, obviously pressure points for us. But those are the positions you're going to be in, and this in the upper B strat might be a play where you don't really need two guys even at mid, and it might be better just to get a fourth guy up in there so you can take the site by force. Okay, but for right now, that's the setup. And as you may have noticed, Tom and Calibus, you guys are on the B side of the map. Me and Maniac are on the A side of the map. That's just kind of to keep things simple. So you're working on a certain side. You've always worked on a certain side. You're familiar with the terrain. You're familiar with your teammate. Okay. Now we're going to do split B mid. Miller's going to join us at mid. You guys are holding upper. And we're going to be literally aggressing out mid and making a play. So for this, I would love to have all three guys coming out. To start off, let's do split B mid. All three guys are going to go out the doors and get up to B. Or at least two of them get up there and one guy sits outside here. Now, I know the flank's coming. I know that they're going to push from Kitty and long A eventually. But we have to make something happen for them to actually move. Unless they're already just an aggressive team. They're already pushing out. So, I really don't want to be the only guy rushing out mid. Only to have someone say, well, I gotta watch the flank. It's like, well, great, watch the flank, but I'm the one out there dying, actually going into the hard positions. An easy position is to sit back here and wait for the flank. That's easy. So, show a little bit of sacrifice and when we're coming out, okay? So that's something we need to talk about, how we're gonna smoke CT, where we're gonna flash, how we might deal with cat, whether we're pre-nading it, flashing, okay? The whole time we're setting up, we're going to be under pressure from mid if he's smart. He wants to disrupt our offense, so we got to be flexible sometimes. Sometimes we might not have the smokes down, but we definitely need to hold on to our flashes because that's going to be key when going out. Now, if I'm Tom and Calibus and we're doing our thing mid, there's a lot of heat going on, there's action. What can you do to be useful here? Okay, sitting back and waiting for us to make the call is not being useful. Being useful is going to be setting up your own smoke, setting up, maybe throwing some flashes in. But certainly you want to, and this is going to come with timing and experience with your teammates and just in general. So what are we doing? The guys at mid are drawing maybe cat, we're drawing mid, we're drawing a guy in B. But we're drawing attention here, okay? I would say for the most part, if they're doing like a 3B setup, we're dealing with two guys out here. This guy swung from B, okay? What does that do? It isolates the guy in B. Now you can take advantage of that. So maybe now Tom hops over and tries to get an off pick on this guy. Maybe the two of you can take this just together and get a kill on this guy. Set up some flashes, get in there. If you can kill this guy, then this man, he's forced to make a decision. Stick with mid or turn up to the site. You know, his priority is probably going to be stay with his teammate. But if he turns up there, that's great. Now we've got an isolation on this guy. Okay, we can move out, shoot this guy in the back. We want to keep them off balance. We want to see how disciplined they are. You know, is this guy, who's he going to watch? What was his role? What did they talk about, you know, beforehand? Okay. But this, we want to execute this fairly quick because, again, the longer we wait, the more these guys from A are going to swing over, okay?